spent the whole. There was a really heavy scene where Nicolas Cage was supposed to go into this house, into this flat where the Goodman, John Goodman or something, and somebody had died or something, and was going to pick some drugs up or something, and it was a really intense scene for Nicolas Cage, and Martin Scorsese was just bouncing around joking the whole time. Oh, hey, hi, hey, Marty, you was just doing all this, and I've done a couple of things, with him. I don't know, with him, he doesn't even remember me, but I was there, and he's like that the whole time. He's right, okay, and it's a good experience for you to have people who to have it now in a safe environment to be put off or not to be put off, actually. So I'm just saying that you're doing very well with that. So, and I appreciate it. I notice it, and thank you. And I also notice the control that you have in the scenes, especially it's a small adjustment to make about controlling yourself more. And it was quite straightforward for you to reach that. So your hard work, in my view, is paying off.
Thank you. I feel it, and I'm enjoying them. So,
well, thanks. That's the thing. That's it. It's good. And my only comment to you, Heather, is the same. Is the same from the same place. Is that you find it hard. You say you find it hard to connect, or you're pushing. That's because you're just getting back on the horse. You've not been to my class, maybe even to other classes. But
no, I haven't.
Yes. 6-7 months. So it takes a while for you to get into the flow of it. So, I'm going to say keep booking the classes. I'm not saying it because I want the 15 quid.
No, completely.
I flog the classes in any case until they're full, but keep booking.
Yeah, no, completely. And I think the things that you said to Elizabeth are probably the things that obviously I wish I had done more classes, but
I know, but you haven't been able to.
But then also even in terms of like just the, concentration before, and I was reading some of your book yesterday, about making sure you come into it and the circumstances before. And so I was really trying this time to make sure I came into it and I had, those, images of her and, all that stuff. I think I still slightly get.
Well, what happens there, Heather, is that because you're working through you'll get to the chapter on how learning occurs and conscious incompetence and all the rest of it, conscious competence. You're in the realm where you're consciously and unconsciously competent, where you're still thinking about it, as opposed to when you're flowing, you don't even think that you do it, and you're not trying to show your homework, you're not trying too hard, you're just there.
Yeah.
There's like that sweet spot where you just do it. It just becomes, effortless, and that's why lots of people, when they're on the set, they look like they're mucking about, and then they flick and they're straight in it. Well, no, because they've got their own. They've got their own. It's all percolating in the background, and then they have their switch that flows them into it. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. So, I know you might have to leave. So, I've only got next week Wednesday. If you want to book for a Wednesday class, if you can, let me know pretty much immediately, because I'm going to stop probably taking bookings at the end of the class.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do next Wednesday? Is anybody else who's not doing one want to do one next Wednesday? Or even if you have got one, actually, I don't mind you doing two, because Wednesday, the 3rd.
All right, I'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Heather.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, so we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk to you at the end. Whoever else. Okay. All right. Where are we? Okay. So next up is, we didn't do that yet. Anyone else got anything that they wanted to add? No, I think I just talked my way through it a lot.
Okay, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Excellent. It's really good.
Yeah. A big thumbs up from Alana, and looks like Michelle as well, and a head nodding from Henry. Right. Okay. Henry and Elizabeth, you're up. Thank you.
Henry, you're on mute.
I just don't want you to hear me. Don't want us to have this conversation.
Okay, good. Focus. Okay, and whenever you're ready.
What's going on?
I want to tell you this where there are people, so you wouldn't shout about it.
Shout about what?
You know, the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job
Where?
here.
Are you kidding?
No,
Are you kidding?
no,
Are you kidding?
no.
What the hell made you think I wouldn't shout when there were people?
I took a shot.
Leo!
Shh. Outside.
That is a short scene. 40 seconds also. Okay, good, because it gives us a chance to really work it. But it's a very good start. I think the main thing, it feels like, I mean, I like the way you've chosen it because I'm guessing part of it was to keep it more, to give you an opportunity. Well, I'm glad you chose it because it looks like it's an opportunity for you to keep things more simple and just have a straightforward conversation, not straightforward, but a simple-ish conversation without too much stuff outside of it. I know what I mean. So what it needs
There's
is
I think we also thought there's quite a lot of nice repetition, which can't be delivered the same way, I suppose, if we're
Well, it
delivering
can
more.
be if it needs to be.
Okay, yeah. But so playing with that, I think we thought would be nice. And also from my point of view, I liked it because I have to go quite far.
Yeah,
I can use, yeah.
and I think that you have to go far as well, Henry. But it's this is going to happen, but you wish it's not. And I think coming into it with hoping it's going to go down that road, and really hoping it goes down that road, then you've got more to, you still got some inner life that gets whacked. I think what it needs is some walking down the corridor energy, and I would particularly say in this series, I mean, this is the West Wing is the model of fast-paced action, dialogue, everything. So these people are always in a hurry moving somewhere. They've got the world to resolve, and if they're late for the meeting, that's Zimbabwe's lost or something, or like Atlanta, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's major consequences, and they feel the pressure of it all the time. But within this scene, I'm thinking out loud as well. Within this scene, it's very much about personal relationships, though. It's personal relationship between the two of you, but recognizing that Elizabeth has obviously fallen out with someone badly, and so you have to be very sensitive to that. But also, you've got the right, you're employing the right person for the job. So how does one be someone's boss, and where's the dividing line between being their friend and not being their friend? And when you work so closely with people, the betrayal is even harsher. And how do you betray her? But then again, it's the world is your responsibility, Henry. And you have to look at the bigger picture. But the little picture is also this highly intelligent, unafraid of screaming in the corridor woman. So talk to me, Henry, about out loud. Talk to me about the person. What's the job that you're going to employ this person for?
I'm employing them as a media liaison, which steps on Elizabeth's toes or quite a lot.
Okay.
Uh,
So in
it's
your
going to
real,
be
in your real life, that's understandable. That you would love to have that person probably working in your outfit that you've got in Cornwall, who could do all of your, lots of the stuff that's the grunt work on social media and all the rest of it. Even though you might enjoy it, you'd rather be getting on with something more creative, maybe. So you brought that person in. So that kind of job, you understand very clearly how the benefits of it. So carry on. Sorry.
okay. This is going to be some toe stepping for Elizabeth, and also then taking over some of the jobs like the briefings for the news at the White House.
And what's the downside for Elizabeth of that?
She's going to lose control. She's very controlling. So she wants to have the power all with her all the time.
Why do you think that is psychologically?
Because she's like one of the few women in the cabinet, sort of the civil service in America. She's fought hard to get to that place, so she wants to keep everything to herself.
Yeah. Do you think that's justified?
Do I think it's justified?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's good at her job. She knows what she's doing, but she has to be part of the team. And we've got to serve the country the best we can.
Okay, but just to be transparent on what we're doing here is that we have lots of time. So what we're able to do is to explore the script in a lot more color and detail to see what pops out of that. It's how I would look at maybe a script analysis session as well, partly, which is always is, but you can do it more. And what would be your most favorable reaction for her most favorable reaction? What would you like her to say?
I'd like her to say, "Great job, that sounds wonderful." But it ain't going to happen.
It might do. How can you make that happen? And we'll leave that with you while I talk to Elizabeth. Your job is to work out how you can sell it to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, when he said, so who's this person he's bringing on board?
He's bringing on board a Republican, and we're a Democratic. Yeah, she's from the other side.
And what difference does that make if she can do it? But if she can make do her job, what's the difference? So what?
She trampled all over Sam.
Yeah, but for you personally,
well, we are a team.
You are a team, and
we are a team, and we're working really well as a team, and we do not need an outsider in to tell us what to do.
So let's get your staff from where you are now. And you've got, I don't know how many staff in the staff room, but they bring in this person who, who would be the worst, you don't have to tell me, but the worst person to come into your staff room. Maybe it's a National Front guy or whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever it is, that would be the worst possible person to have in your staff room to ruin all the cohesiveness you've got, and also somebody who you would hate immediately. Do you have someone?
Yeah, I'll keep them in my head.
Okay, really, really see them. That's who he's bringing in. Now, that person is going to take half of your responsibilities, maybe the good half. I know that my wife at university, she does she does some lecturing, but she does mainly research and manages a research team. And the part that she doesn't really want to do is the teaching, really. So I can imagine in her case, if somebody came in and said, right, you're going to do more teaching and less of the good stuff that she wanted to do, she would hate that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the equivalent is for you, but maybe something similar. And you've got to go and teach all the lower years, boring, You know, I remember when I was in Japan and I was teaching English, but, you know, the low level stuff, you're just trying to get people to say A, B, and C. And the higher level people, you talk about politics and, you know, the Yakuza and samurai, Bushido, you know, the code, you're talking about completely interesting stuff. And if you ever, you know, so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
so
what you mean.
I'm gonna ask
Well,
you
I
both.
teach secondary.
Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna ask you both to just dwell on that a little. Just think about that. Mull it over. And Henry, are you sitting on a chair?
Yes.
I want you to get up and walk around a bit and then bring that feeling into the chair. And Elizabeth, have you got your hands behind your back?
Just then I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Had
okay.
them on my hip.
Just want you to walk backwards and forwards. And I both want you to walk and then walk quickly. And I want you to get that feeling in your body. Really study that. Just feel it, just for a little while.
What's going on?
Okay. And now we'll do it again. Walk around a bit more, fast, really fast. Both of you, really fast. And when you're ready, come in and connect with each other, see each other, and talk.
What's going on?
I want to tell you this way to other people so you might not scream about it.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who's on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay, good.
What the hell?
Hold up. For those moments, are you kidding? Are you kidding? I want you, Elizabeth, to have in your head a big thought, and I want it to get louder as you get through to the last one. Because there's a danger that you're just going to push it and do it in a different way, because that's what you're supposed to do as actors when you get a list of something or you get repeated. You're supposed to do this. But I want you to it needs to come from a genuine, and I want you to do the same, Henry. I will slow it down for a bit just as we're rehearsing it. So I want you to be going, oh God, here we go, or whatever the big thought is. Oh no, she's going to do that. And then you're thinking, Elizabeth, you what? You're having a fucking laugh. You're joking, or whatever it is, whatever you have.
She's going to bully my staff.
Okay, so whatever it is, but that doesn't mean that's intellectual. I need you to really shout something in your head.
Okay.
That actually has an impact. And so I want you to take the script slowly, still feel it in your body, but take it slowly. And because I'm at the end and beginning of each word, in a way, or thought, I want you to think really loudly.
What's going on?
I want to tell you this, whether people are about, so you might not scream.
Scream about what?
Okay, so let's slow down even more. Let's slow down even more. What I want you to do is, I want you to Elizabeth, say something like, "There's something up here," and then you say your line, and then he's going, "Oh God, here we go," and then you say your line, and then he said, "What the hell is he talking about?" Then you say your line, and then she says, you know, he thinks, "Oh God, I really wish I was anywhere else but here." You say your line. I want you to really think loudly each thing before you say your line and then after. It can even be, "Oh, that didn't go well." But you've got to listen to the other person, and then, so don't just go clip, clip, clip for the moment. We'll speed it up later. Okay.
What's going on?
I want to tell you about this, where there are people about. She might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm giving her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
Okay, hold on.
No.
Hold on. This is really good, and it's really interesting, and I really like it. I'm laughing as well. But I think you went now, Elizabeth. You went back to how you think it should be done,
Okay.
as opposed to thinking the thought and then writing the way it comes out on top of that.
Yeah.
You pushed
Okay,
it
yeah.
to
At the end. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you mean the end?
And yeah, just at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah.
As the last two, when you got
Yeah.
to the list, that you
I
played the
think you're
list.
right.
And Henry, when she says when you say no, is it no and then no again?
It's no, no, no.
What do you say, Elizabeth? First, no.
Are you kidding?
Are you kidding? Still give yourself time in your head to go, whatever it is, to have a big thought. Oh God, she's going to get me, or why does she have to be like that? But take your time. Don't just go straight into the word, because it was really good. What happened was, and you'll see it on the playback, is both of you loosened up and actually started to be more colourful and talking to each other. Okay, so we'll go from the top again. Take your time. It's just an exercise. I want the big thoughts after and before you say everything.
What's going on?
I want to tell you this, what there are people about, so you might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
What did you think there before you said I'm offering her a job?
Here we go.
Is that what you actually thought that? Okay, think it louder and longer. Start again.
What's going on?
I wanted to tell you this, what there are people about, so you might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
What the hell made you think I wouldn't scream? What are
Okay.
people about?
I like this, but it's what you did was you're playing the capital letters there, Elizabeth.
Yeah,
It's just an exercise.
I was.
And
As
we're just, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So we're just doing an exercise here.
Yep.
Okay, but this is good because this is a rehearsal, so that's fine.
Mm.
All right, so let's do the same thing again. Louder thoughts, Henry, and both of you, especially when it comes to the middle parts where it's more difficult. Big, loud thoughts.
Okay. What's going on?
I want to tell you this, what there are people about, so you might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
here.
Are you kidding?
No,
Are you kidding?
no,
Are you kidding?
no.
What the hell made you think I wouldn't scream where there are people about?
Took a shot.
Leo,
Shh. Outside.
Okay, good. So that outside bit, you've got for that to work. You've got to have everything around you. You've got to have people looking at you. So I want you to see, look around you, and I want you to see just slowly. Look at one person at a time, and I want you to pick people staring at you. You can pick the people on the gallery here. You can pick Michelle and Elizabeth and Alon if you want. Actually, yeah. Why don't you guys put your cameras on? And they're all looking at you, okay? And your job is to keep it quiet from them, okay? We'll go from the top.
what's going on?
I want to tell you this, what there are people about. So you might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
What the hell made you think I wouldn't scream where there are people about?
Took a shot.
Leo,
Shh. Outside.
Okay, don't believe it. What you're doing is you're playing the way
Yeah.
it's written. You're playing the way it's written, as opposed to you're
Rather
trying to keep
than-
her quiet because there's people watching you. It's like outside. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't, We're almost there, but I think the pair of you again sometimes get stuck because it's a script and there's lines written down and it's supposed to be done in a certain way, and you're going to love it when you stop doing that. Yeah, guys, you can switch your cameras off now if you'd like. Get back to whatever it was you're doing. Okay, so move around a bit of life in your body. We're going to go straight in.
what's going on?
I want to tell you this, what there are people about. So you might not scream.
Scream about what?
You know the woman who was on Capitol Beach with Sam on Sunday?
What about her?
I'm offering her a job.
Where?
Here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
What the hell made you think I wouldn't scream where there are people?
I took a shot.
Leo,
Shh. Outside.
There you go. How's that for you both? The rest of you can come back in if you'd like. So that was, yeah. So what worked for you both?
yeah, I enjoyed playing around with it and having the thoughts was helpful. So actually we sped up a bit there at the end, but the thoughts were still there. And also your note about just don't worry about the script, actually. Hopefully helped in that last one. It felt like it did anyway.
Hold on, I'm just looking. You think I am paying attention. I just want to find Elizabeth's message, which I'll read out in a second. Go on, Henry. What worked for you?
Yeah, the same thing. Definitely the thoughts before the speech each time, and basically it was just going me just going shit and shit bigger and louder each time, and then just having enough of her going fuck off. I've made a decision. It's happening. That towards the end of it. But no, definitely the last few definitely felt nice and smooth and taking some of that kind of like that nervous energy that you have. It's like, because no one wants this conversation in a different way to what the first pair had. It's still an awkward conversation. And going, we're in this corridor, we're surrounded by people. This is all secret stuff you're talking about. And I want to get through it as quickly as possible. Because it's so awkward and I have other things to do, but also know I need to have the time for this person or for Elizabeth and be able to tell her straight that she heard it from me without going off on one.
It's good. So the thinking was the thing, really, in a way. They're not just saying it. It was having those things, and then what you've got when you're working on it, you can put the thoughts in there, and then when you do come to take it, you just shove them all together. You don't think in real time. It just happens. If you see what I mean. I'm going to ask everybody else, but just I've got a note from Elizabeth just in the middle of that. I think for poor Elizabeth, she said, "My bat died."
My battery. My battery, yeah.
My
So
battery. I got to say, note, my bat died. Can I log on again with my phone?
I wasn't sure if I caused a disruption, so hopefully nobody noticed.
Your bat
That's
died.
why you kept flashing it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
the
my
high
bat's
pitch.
died. I've only
I
got
got
one
the
left
high
now.
pitched squeal. The high pitched squeal of it's dying. Right. What any comments the three of you would you like to make on that process or anything?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny, and I thought that Henry did a really good job. And I could see, like, I am not going to let this woman. I'm going to be assertive. I could see all of that. And Elizabeth, you kept that list alive. And it reminded me of Mrs. Doubtfire. There's a scene with Sally Field. And although there's no dialogue at that point, she says the list like over and over again. It was the whole time. And it's when she realizes that her ex-husband was Mrs. Doubtfire in the restaurant. She says the whole time, the whole time, the whole time. And her action behind each time she said it is just genius, the way she did it.
So are you saying that Elizabeth Garside looks like a man dressed as a woman? Is that what you're saying here?
No, Sally Field. Sally Field.
Just fucking with you.
Sally Field.
I know. I know. And Henry's got this real good puppy dog thing, isn't he? You know, this sort of poor Henry.
Yeah.
Just see me with some rouge on. I mean, the whole look is just whole offsets.
Don't want to see that. Alan, you were going to say something.
Well, there's a thought I had with every no is it's about landing the thought, because you know that your answer is going to have an effect on the other person, and you can anticipate that effect. And every time it may be a slightly different thought that you have, like, is she going to scream? Is she not going to scream? Is she going to kick off or not? So to see the effect of every no, to really notice what you're saying, will help create the thought or the acting as well. So if you land, really make sure your no lands. It will create something different every time. As it's so hard to have like a list of the same. I've got one as well, but yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You two are off. Sort of. And
Thank you. Thanks, Henry.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Very nice. Where are you? Pinned there. Hold on. Let's go with me.